Last week, we made risotto alla milanese the traditional way, patiently stirring to develop its signature creaminess. Today, I want to show you a simpler method that achieves similar results in the home kitchen. We once again start with the choice of rice. While the cararoli rice is more suitable for the traditional method, for fast and forgiving home cooking, Arborio rice is your friend. We once again melt some butter, first allowing the water content of the butter to evaporate. You can use olive oil for this dish for a lighter finish. We start sweating some finely chopped onion or shallot to start building our aromatic base and to impart some subtle sweetness. Through gentle heat, we evaporate the water content to concentrate the sweetness. And because of the Parmesan at the end, we're not seasoning just yet to have more control. Once there's not much steam coming out, you can hear a gentle sizzle and everything looks translucent, we're ready for the rice. For all the fast cooking qualities of the Arborio rice, it can be too fast when it comes to starch release, making everything too thick, too early, giving you a mushy texture by the time the rice is perfectly cooked. So, for the home kitchen, when no one's looking, we divide and we conquer by very quickly soaking the rice, taking all the surface starch with us, no more than 5 seconds. We shake everything and straight into our pan to quickly evaporate the surface moisture we just introduced. After a couple of minutes, we start to coat our grains with the onion-infused butter, further moderating the starch release and giving us a mild, nutty taste at the same time. Now we deglaze with our white wine for acidity and brightness, and we cook out the alcohol to remove the harshness. And because of the small body of liquid, it is actually important to stir at this stage. You can see what I meant by fast release. Even though we took most of the surface starch, you're already starting to see a creamy texture. Once you can no longer smell the alcohol and no one is looking, stock goes in, not one ladle at a time, but covering at least double the amount of the rice to safely cover everything. We have isolated the surface starch, and if we were to continue stirring, the Arborio rice would release even more starch and risk breaking apart during the latter part of cooking. So, hands-free cooking for the first half of the duration indicated on the packaging. If you worry about too much liquid, Arborio rice tends to absorb 3.5 to 4 parts liquid to its weight. So, gentle simmer. Now, the controlled creaminess, almost like a cornstarch slurry. Sorry, Grandma. And now we stir. And through heat and agitation, the starch gels and suspends in our cooking liquid. By the way, I used veal stock from the last video. At home, use any stock you fancy. In essence, we're mimicking the pace of the cararoli rice with a lot more laziness. Now, once you're close, taste. Al dente is a choice, not the test. And bear in mind, the carryover cooking will continue to soften the rice. Once you're happy with the texture, we lower the heat and we start incorporating our cold butter bit by bit to start the emulsion for the gloss and the richness, lowering the temperature, getting the rice ready for our cheese. Now, the Parmigiano. Umami, salt, and texture. As cheesy as you like. And that's risotto for the home kitchen.